Hey everybody, it's Stephanie. Alright, so November 18th was actually 2 years post-op for me. I started technically at 250 is where I was counting from at the beginning, but really I gotta give myself credit for the fact that my highest weight was actually 260 and I'm down to 127, 130. I never go over 130. So technically I'm going to go with my lowest weight, which was 127, since I'm pretty close to that, and I just kind of go back and forth between the 3 pounds. And I've lost 133 pounds, which means I've lost more than 50% of my weight, which is crazy. But a lot of times, I forget that I know that's like almost impossible to forget that you had gastric bypass surgery because it's always a part of you. But sometimes you need that reminder that says, hey, at one point for a very long time you were extremely overweight, unhealthy, and unhappy and depressed. And I need a reality check on that. So, not that I need it right now, but I just, everybody, wants to know what it was like to okay, let me just start over. I have people that email me sometimes, or I watch videos and people are talking about how they're jealous that we got down to a certain, like some people are really thin and 130 pounds. I'm 130 pounds. However, one thing that is not said is that I didn't start at it like a really, really, really high weight. I started at 260, which is a really high weight in my opinion. But high enough for me to have gastric bypass, yes. Okay. But realistically, if you started at like 400 and something or 500 and something, please do not use me as an example of what you should be right now. Use someone who started at the same thing, because otherwise you're just going to be disappointed and you're going to be like mad that you're not at the 130 mark. And quite frankly, 130 pounds, I like being 130 pounds, but my husband will tell you that he thinks I need to gain some weight because according to the charts, I'm underweight, and I've never been underweight by any means. But I'm just going to be real right now. So the other thing that you have to realize is that you may not have started this journey 2 years ago when I started it. You may have started it a year ago. And you still have a long way to go. And trust me, a year ago, today, I was probably at 150 something. However, by then I had hit pretty much my, now I have to really work hard to try and get the rest of it off, which I did and I didn't, but it's just, it's body type. It depends on the person. So please do not compare. The last thing you want to do in life is compare yourself. One of the things that I found myself doing my entire life that I regret to this day is comparing myself. Yet, unfortunately, it has somehow been planted into my brain that that is the way that you live your life because I still do it. So, it's like the pot calling the kettle black. I'm telling you not to do it, but yet I still do it. But, I have to say it because honestly, I want to not compare myself. But we do. It's just nature. It's life. I guess it kind of goes along with when someone else judges you, you have a tendency to eventually judge yourself as well, the same way. And we're all like very, very, very critical on ourselves because I guess in turn we think, well, if we just are really, really critical on ourselves, then nothing that you or anybody else can say will hurt me. Does it still hurt? Yeah, you betcha. A whole heck of a lot. To the point where I'm getting gastric bypass and trying to make myself happy again. And trying to be this which is still not perfect, but you know what? It was a lot of work. So let's reflect on what I was before. And I want to know too, just so I don't forget in my mind. I was 260 pounds for a good maybe 10 years. So for those of you who haven't seen, sorry, here is the video. I'm just gonna share the entire desktop, okay? Okay. Alright. It's gonna look really weird at first. I have no idea what this video even says because I forget. This is before gastric bypass. Come on, video. You know play? Oh, and of course my video would be like taking its sweet time. Sorry. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Hopefully it'll play.
Hey guys, this is Stephanie. I just wanted to make this a really quick video. And let you know that today is day 1 of my pre-op diet. It's all clear liquids. I can have only Jell-O, but sugar-free, broth, Crystal Light, water. I can also have popsicles that are sugar-free, but I can't have any red anything. Anything that's red is like a no-no apparently. So, okay. Also, I wanted to let you know that if you are thinking about having this surgery, planning to have this surgery, already had this surgery, or anything like that, it is a good idea to get a living will, because with any surgery there is a risk. You do sign a waiver saying that you understand that one of the risks is death. At 27 years old, it's really hard for me to wrap my head around, but I did it anyway because I don't want my family to have to struggle with making decisions for me and arguing about it or anything like that. So, good information to have. Also, those of you who don't know, there are support groups out there for gastric bypass surgery online, which are extremely helpful. The one that I have definitely been pretty accustomed to so far, and the only one I've ever found, was one that's called Daily Strength. You can Google it, just type in Daily Strength. It has support groups for pretty much anything out there, not just gastric bypass, but for all kinds of things. Hello to all my Daily Strength friends out there. You guys are awesome, and you've been so helpful and supportive. Without Daily Strength, though, I can tell you I would have a lot of questions unanswered. I don't want to always call my surgeon's office because he's the #1 bariatric surgeon here in Fresno, California, and he's very busy, so I either will not get my answer or I'll feel like I'm bugging them. So it's good to have a place to go when you don't have the answer from your surgeon. And just to see like what to expect, you know, it's been extremely helpful. Also, I do have a blog, those of you who don't know and haven't seen my other videos. It is basically every feeling, emotion, anything that I've thought of or had about this surgery. You can check it out. I will post it in my description on the sidebar here. Also, oh, this is good. I stepped on the scale this morning, and just in the last few days I have lost 5 pounds. Yay for 5 pounds! But, you know, it's probably going to be more when I'm done with this, like, liquid diet or whatever, and that's great. But I'm ready for surgery. I'm just a little nervous now that it's 2 days away. And last of all, I wanted to let you know that I appreciate all my subscribers. You're all awesome people. Thank you for everybody who supports me. I will be posting quite a few videos, so, and just for myself and for those of you out there who are interested in watching them. So I apologize if some of them are quite boring and not a lot of information. I just need to have it in front of me. So I wish every single one of you good luck on your upcoming surgeries or your weight loss after surgery. And I thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you.
Okay, so that was me 2 years ago. Little over 2 years ago. I was swallowed, like my face was swallowed in fat. But I brought up some good points. I forgot about doing the will. I forgot that I did that. That's scary. I'm thankfully still here. 29 years old. Gonna be 30 this coming year, the next year. Been through a lot. If you've been watching my journey, you know that I went from being engaged to someone that I was with for 3 years who just couldn't hang with the surgery. I mean, good person, but just couldn't do the surgery. Didn't know how to handle me after surgery. I really didn't change personality-wise a lot. My confidence went up, yes, but that was a factor for him, so it ended. And then I did dating, and then I rushed into marriage, and I'm so glad that I did. I don't regret a second of rushing, because you know what? Mike is seriously the best thing that's ever happened to me. He is a great husband. He's a pain in the butt sometimes, yeah, but you know what? So am I, so touche. But, you know, life is good, other than the fact that I had a boob job and I'm hoping for a better outcome, and it's not what I'm expecting. Of course, I am only 2.5 weeks post-op, and I go back in my head to Sarah and Sally doing those videos about the patient's virtue with this plastic surgery, and it definitely is the case. It's also important after gastric bypass. So as you can see, I went from 260 pounds to 127 to 130 pounds in 2 years. And was it always simple? No. If you watch my videos, you'll see. It was not simple. Anyways, I wish every single one of you the best. I hope you have gotten a lot of feedback from me as far as like any questions or concerns. I really want to do videos that answer your guys' questions. So send me messages that you don't mind having the questions answered on videos, because I would love to do that for you. And I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season, and just enjoy things and do your updates, because I want to see you guys. Okay, bye.